The invisible strings. Manipulation. A journey from control to courage. Welcome to Rise and Shine. Have you ever felt as if invisible threads guided your choices? Threads so fine you hardly noticed them until you couldn't move freely? This is the story of Anika, a young woman who discovered those threads weren't love at all, but manipulation. Her path from silence to strength is a reminder that true love never demands your freedom as proof of devotion. Chapter 1. Whispers in the Dark. The rain outside slid down the city windows like silver ropes, a slow rhythm against the quiet of Anika's apartment. Inside, the soft lamplight flickered as if it sensed her unease. Her phone buzzed again, its vibration a sharp pulse in the still room. Rohan, cancel tomorrow's client meeting. We need to talk now. Anika sighed. Only an hour earlier, she had texted him goodnight. It was nearly midnight. She typed back, important work early tomorrow. Can we talk in the morning? Almost instantly, the 3 dots of his reply appeared. Rohan, so your job matters more than us? Interesting. Her stomach tightened. It wasn't the first time. 2 weeks ago, at her cousin's engagement party, Rohan had insisted on joining at the last minute. During dinner, he whispered criticisms into her ear, his smile perfectly polite for everyone else. Your cousin's fiancé barely shook my hand. He's not worth your respect. Why are you laughing so loudly? People are staring. Later, when she excused herself to greet old friends, he followed and murmured, You're ignoring me. Don't embarrass me like this. The evening that should have been full of music and laughter had felt instead like walking through a maze of invisible strings. Her phone vibrated again, dragging her back to the present. Rohan, if you really cared, you'd call me. Right now. She pressed the phone to her chest, heart pounding. Just yesterday, he'd shown up at her office unannounced, claiming he was surprising her. When she introduced him to her manager, he had leaned in and whispered, I don't like the way he looks at you. Maybe you should avoid staying late. At first, she had giggled, thinking it was protective affection. Now, each suggestion felt like a chain tightening. The rain grew heavier, drumming against the glass. Another message arrived. Rohan, I saw you liked Myra's photo. You know I don't trust her influence on you. A chill slid through Anika. She had grown up with Mira, her oldest, most trusted friend. Rohan's dislike of Mira had started small. Subtle jokes, quiet sighs whenever Anika mentioned meeting her. She doesn't get you like I do, he'd say. She's jealous of what we have. It had sounded almost flattering, until Mira began noticing that their once frequent tea dates were slipping away. Anika set the phone down and wrapped herself in the faded blue shawl her grandmother had given her. The scent of old cotton and sandalwood was comforting, a reminder of a world outside Rohan's orbit. But the phone buzzed again. Rohan, answer me. I won't sleep until we talk. His words felt less like devotion and more like a demand. She whispered to herself, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe this is love. Yet a quieter voice inside replied, something isn't right. For the first time, she didn't pick up. Instead, she switched the phone to silent, placed it face down on the table, and listened to the storm. The rain's steady rhythm sounded like freedom waiting at the edge of her fear. Chapter 2. The Mirror Moment. The next evening she met Mira, her oldest friend, at a quiet tea shop tucked between 2 bookstores. The smell of cardamom and roasted tea leaves wrapped around them as rain tapped the awning. Mira studied Anika's tired face. You've lost weight, she said softly, and you keep checking your phone like it might explode. Anika forced a smile. Rohan just worries about me. Worries or controls? Myra's voice was gentle but firm. Real love doesn't clip your wings. He praises you when you obey and punishes you when you resist. That's not romance, it's manipulation. Anika's throat tightened. But he says I'm the only one who understands him. Maybe I'm selfish for wanting space. Mira reached across the table, warm fingers closing around hers. That's the trick. He makes you doubt your own truth until you can't see the mirror clearly. The words settled over Anika like the first clear view after fog. For the first time, she named the unease inside her, manipulation. Chapter 3. The Confrontation. Morning light painted the apartment pale gold when the doorbell rang, sharp and sudden. Rohan stood in the hallway, rain beating on his leather jacket. "Why didn't you answer my calls?" His voice was low, almost trembling. "You know I can't rest when you're not by my side." Anika felt her heartbeat thunder against her ribs. For months, she had rehearsed what she would say if this moment came. "I care about you," she began, her voice steadier than she expected. "But I will not be controlled." His eyes narrowed. "You'll regret this. You think anyone will care for you like I do?" Anika lifted her chin, the quiet strength of Myra's words steadying her. "I'll regret staying silent." "Not this." The silence that followed was louder than any shout. Rohan turned and left, the door clicking shut like the final note of a song that had played too long. The room felt suddenly larger, as if the walls themselves exhaled. Chapter 4. Reclaiming the Daylight. Freedom didn't arrive like fireworks. It came in small, steady breaths. Anika spent the next weeks repairing old friendships she had neglected. She called her parents without glancing at the clock, joined a weekend hiking group, and accepted a promotion she once declined because Rohan had claimed it would keep them apart. Each trail she climbed felt like shedding another invisible chain. On a windswept ridge one Saturday, Mira grinned at the vast valley below. "See that view?" she shouted over the breeze. "That's what freedom looks like." Anika filled her lungs with the crisp mountain air. "Freedom isn't loud," she said, voice calm and certain. "It's the quiet peace of choosing your own life." Chapter 5. A Stronger Heart. Months later, in the soft glow of a bookstore, Anika spotted Rohan near the philosophy shelf. For a heartbeat, the past threatened to pull her back, but she stood firm. He looked startled, and somehow smaller. "I've been working on myself," he said quietly. "I hope you're happy." Anika met his eyes without anger. "I am. I wish you growth and kindness, but I walk my own path now." She turned toward the rows of untouched stories, the scent of paper and possibility wrapping around her. Outside, the city lights flickered like 1,000 open doors. If you're hearing this and a quiet alarm ring in your heart, pause and listen. Manipulation often hides behind affection, but your discomfort is real information. Talk to someone you trust. Write down incidents. Remember, love celebrates your freedom. Control fears it. Recognizing a manipulator isn't about anger. It's about awareness. Once you name the pattern, the power begins to shift back to you. Your voice, your time, your relationships are yours. No one who truly loves you will ask you to trade them away. Cut the invisible strings. Love that demands your silence is not love. It is a cage dressed in soft words. Manipulators don't begin with chains. They begin with whispers. Skip that meeting, avoid that friend, prove you care. Each whisper becomes a thread until you can barely move. Freedom starts the moment you name the pattern and choose yourself over fear. Respect, friendship, and love must all be built on choice, never control. The strongest heart is the one that walks away, not with hatred, but with calm certainty. My life belongs to me. At Rise and Shine, we believe language learning grows stronger when it touches the heart. Every story is a chance to improve English while inspiring courage. If Anika's journey speaks to you, share this story with friends. Like, subscribe, and join us where motivation meets mastery of English. One story, one new word, one brave step at a time.